New tonight at 5:30, it's been more than 2 months since leaked audio recordings rocked LA City Hall and infuriated the community in Los Angeles. The tapes originated from a meeting between a group of council members addressing how their district lines should be redrawn. But now, as Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eitan Wallace explains for us, a state lawmaker is behind a new bill seeking to change the city's redistricting process to reflect reforms that are already implemented across the state.
Well, remember, LA City Council members have the final say over how LA City Council district lines should be drawn. But a senator here at the Capitol says that is a recipe for disaster.
So you'll start seeing them line up.
It's the leaked audio heard around the nation this fall.
There's a white guy with a little black kid who's misbehaved.
Former LA City Council President Nury Martinez, current council member Kevin DeLeon, and former council member Gil Cedillo all taking part in a racist conversation with former LA County Federation of Labor President Ron Herrera during a closed-door meeting in 2021, a meeting that was supposed to be about how those council members wanted to draw their districts for the next decade.
So anyways, getting back to redistricting.
According to the LA City Charter, around the time of the census count every 10 years, council members may appoint a districting panel to make recommendations about how to draw new district lines. But it's the council members themselves who have the final approval of how the map should look, all part of a process that does not sit well with State Senator Maria Elena Durazo.
Let's take this process out of the hands of elected officials who have something to gain or something to lose from it.
She has now introduced a bill that would put the LA City redistricting process in the hands of an independent commission, something she argues should have been done long ago.
This independent commission needs to be done. I think it's time we make the change and we do it as soon as possible.
Durazo points out it's an idea that has worked elsewhere. Statewide, an independent nonpartisan commission draws lines for legislative and congressional districts, and several counties, including Fresno, Kern, and San Diego, have their own commissions as well. Durazo hopes creating such a commission in the City of Angels will restore confidence in government and ensure a process of equity.
It's very, very important that we have the trust of the people when it comes to how government functions and the voice of the people. We have to make sure that that is preserved and protected in this process.
And even if Durazo's bill becomes law, it's still unclear whether it would actually go into effect, because it could lead to a change of the LA City Charter, and that would need formal approval from the council itself. Still, Durazo tells me she's confident her proposal has the support it needs. Reporting here outside the state capitol, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.